Hi, thanks for checking us out. Sandstone Realty here. We're going to talk about evictions. What does it take to evict a tenant? What are the reasons to evict a tenant? Most court cases, the reason you evict a tenant is for non-payment of rent. Every city is a little different, and just to let you know, we are not attorneys, so this is just information to help you. We do ask that you seek legal advice if you're going to move forward with your eviction. If you're doing a 3-day notice here in the state of Ohio, which we work out of the Cleveland market, we work in Cleveland, Lorain, area, those are the main places that we do evictions. You must give your tenant a 3-day notice to start the eviction. Then they have 3 days to pay the rent and or move out. Well, what happens after the 3rd day? The 3rd day is based off of 3 days. You can't count the first day and you can't count the last day after the 3-day notice. So it's actually 5 business days before you can file eviction. Good rule of thumb is if you give your tenant a 3-day notice on Monday, file the eviction the following Monday. You'll have plenty of time in order to be compliant with the courts. So after you've given the 3-day notice, you have to fill out the next form that is actually asking the courts to have a court date to ask your tenant to move. Now remember, after you have given the 3-day notice, you cannot accept any money, that's even 1 penny, to file an eviction. So if you plan on going through with it, please do not accept any money. Also, if you own the property in your personal name, you can do the eviction yourself. If you hold the property in any other entity, whether it's an LLC, a trust, or any of those other items, you must use an attorney to do the eviction. You cannot do it yourself because only an attorney can represent the company. After you go to court, during court, the magistrate or judge is going to ask you a series of questions. And it's basically, have you accepted any rent? They'll want to see a copy of the lease, and they'll look to see who's wrong or right in this eviction. As long as you have all your ducks in a row and your paperwork is correct, you will be granted a writ of restitution, which means you will receive the property back. After that day in court, it's roughly about 10 days, and the courts will send a bailiff to your home. And at that point, the tenant has to be out. If the tenant is not out, the bailiff will ask them to move, and at that point, you will be responsible to remove their belongings from the home. Thanks for checking us out. We are Sandstone Realty, Lorain, Ohio.